Here's Smithers literally hiding in a closet in season 13.
We're gay. We're glad.
But don't tell Mom and Dad.
And here's Smithers in season 27, about to hook up with a hot bartender, not giving a damn who knows it.
Stealing your bartender. Take the next couple days off.
Woohoo!
The Simpsons characters have been morphing in appearance and personality for almost half a century, but which character has changed the most? Today I'm ranking Springfieldians from least to most changed, starting with Bart's best buddy, Milhouse. This little blue-haired nerd is one of the few characters who made their debut before The Simpsons ever premiered. While Milhouse wasn't on the Tracy Ullman show, he does originate from this 1988 Butterfinger ad.
Hey Bart, wanna trade lunches? No way, dude. I got each of the 4 food groups. Sandwich group, cow group, jungle group, Butterfinger group.
Nothing much has physically changed for Milhouse, which is a shame. Poor kid has spent 37 years waiting for a glow-up. But what about his personality? Early Milhouse is the very definition of awkward. And while he'll never morph out of being 1000% not cool, in season 3 he finally plucked up the courage to ask a girl out. And who would have thought she'd actually like him back?
1000% not cool. In season 3, he finally plucked up the courage to ask a girl out. And who would have thought she'd actually like him back? Of course, that girl was just as painfully uncool as he was. The stinky stinky. Oh, right. How embarrassing for you. Bart ruined Milhouse's relationship with Samantha out of jealousy. But this nerd became even better with the ladies as the show continued. By season 18, Little Games Dude was 50 times better than Bart's. And Homer even caught him making out with Paris fracking Hilton at a celebrity nightclub. Milhouse continued shocking us with this astonishing ability to get girls despite looking far from beautiful. And by season 22, even Lisa started wanting a piece of the millman. Lisa, does this mean you like me? Yes. No. I don't know. You know what? I'm super proud of how far Milhouse has come. I mean, I was kind of expecting him to need decades of therapy after this little mishap. If I had accidentally kissed my friend's dad in front of a bunch of girls, I'd have left the country and never returned if I'm being honest. But hey, there are far, far uglier Springfieldians Milhouse could have kissed. And locking lips with this next character is enough to make anyone die from disgust unless they're Smithers. Then they'll die from too much ecstasy.
Bastard, in season 1 he wasn't nearly as heartless and wicked as he would later become. Like, can you even imagine season 6 Mr. Burns spending money to decorate the plant for Christmas? Let alone wishing his employees a Merry Christmas?
I'm proud to announce that we've been able to increase safety here at the plant. Merry Christmas!
Geez, check out Burns' old office. It actually seems warm and friendly. Well, at least when you compare it to the creepy dungeon he works in now.
Can I help you? Oh, don't be frightened of this.
Monty Burns was never a good guy to begin with, but his season 1 version seems almost saintly compared to the later ones. In season 2, the dirtbag started becoming devilishly heinous, running down little Bart Simpson and not giving a damn.
I think the boy's hurt.
Oh, for crying out loud! Just give him a nickel and let's get going!
I think we should call an ambulance, sir.
Burns would continue becoming more and more evil, entering his peak villain era by about season 6 and maintaining it all the way through to season 14. During this time, he committed full-blown atrocities like stealing the whole fracking sun and burying an employee alive, just to name a few. He simmered down a bit after all that, but still remains absolutely pure evil. Being wicked is a part of Monty Burns' character, but he's also portrayed as a frail old man. As the show went on, Burns being a weak old man became more and more exaggerated for comedic effect. In the early seasons, he was still strong enough to print a check, just about. Fast forward to season...
Exaggerated for comedic effect. In the early seasons, he was still strong enough to print a check just about. Fast forward to season 12. And he ain't even a match for a hand drawer. Turn it off. Mr. Burns' teeth and nose became smaller around seasons 4 to 5, and by the modern seasons, his eyes morphed to become more round and bulging. Bernie's voice retained that excellent villainous tone for decades, but by season 33, fans couldn't help but notice how much it changed. Life could end at any moment, so we have to jam as much evil as possible into each remaining day. Which I mean, voice any character for 33 seasons, they're bound to change. Burns' voice sounds softer, more frail now, and that's purely down to his aging voice actor. Harry Shearer is in his 80s now. He's almost getting as old as Mr. Burns himself. And I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but what will The Simpsons do if he passes? He voices like 7 other major characters, including Flanders, if you can believe it. This diddly dude first appeared in Simpsons Roasting on an Open Fire, where he put Homer's sad little string of lights to shame with a full-blown North Pole extravaganza. Simpson, what is it, Flanders? Oh, do you think this looks okay? What a big show-off. In the early seasons of the show, Ned was simply a good neighbor who happened
Christian caricature.
God, Father Almighty, Creator.
Shoo,
Heaven and earth, where were we? Oh, now I'm lost.
This process of oversimplifying and exaggerating a character's personality, reducing them to a single trait that becomes their defining characteristic, is called Flanderization, my dear friends. And yep, Ned Diddley Italy started that term. I mean, this dude is so committed to the Bible's commandment, love thy neighbor, he once sacrificed his own bomb shelter and then his own life for the same neighbors who wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire.
Flanders is the only useless person here. If anyone dies, it should be him.
Which, I mean, props. Despite Ned's almost superhuman ability to turn the other cheek to Homer's constant mischief and blatant robbery of his stuff, he finally went berserk after the idiot destroyed his entire house in Hurricane Nettie.
Gotta be nice, hostility, diddly biddly diddly. Ah, hell, diddly ding dong crap! Can't you morons do anything right?
You are the worst human being I have ever met.
A lot of characters would have got a gun and shot Homer right in the noggin. Not Ned, though. Sure, he had that little outburst, but he's way too kind-hearted to turn to physical violence. Oakley dokley, that's pretty much it for Ned Flanders' transformation. Let's move on to a character who's the complete opposite of him, Barney Gumble.
Say, Yvonne, remember when I said I'd have to send away to NASA to calculate your bar tab?
Oh, yeah.
I guess years of alcohol abuse affects your liver and your hair because in season 1, Barney was a frackin' blondie. Yeah, so his hair changed to brown because it was easier to animate. Living a life of alcohol
to calculate your bar tab. Oh, yeah? I guess years of alcohol abuse affects your liver and your hair because in season 1, Barney was a fracking blondie. Yes. So, his hair changed to brown because it was easier to animate. Living a life of alcoholism ain't so easy, though. Especially when you do embarrassing like this at least 4 times a week. Well, I'm off to market. Precious alcohol. Aries' alcohol problems became worse as the show went on, although he did try to at least get sober in the episode Days of Wine and Dozes. Get ready to meet the clean and sober Barney Gumble. Give me a beer. Well, you know you got a booze problem when you're actually living at a freaking bar. Barney only really morphed from being a blonde, slightly thinner mess to an even bigger. I don't think he's ever going to morph out of being a raging alcoholic. I mean, his mighty belch might even be more iconic than Homer's. Ew, gross. Barney's belch wasn't always so loud and powerful, though. A season 1 burp almost seems polite by comparison. Well, I don't know. They're pretty selective. Either way, no matter how disgusting Barney becomes, he's still way out of these 2G's leagues. Patty, hello, Selma. You both look well. Thank you. Marge's big sisters haven't really morphed that much, but they're the still
jewelry for orange, and Patty's dress became a lighter, brighter shade of pink. Clothing wasn't the biggest change for Thing 2 of the Beauvoir twins, though. Patty officially came out as a lesbian in season 16.
Marrying a woman. I'm gay.
Yeah, big surprise. Hey, Marge, here's another bomb. I like beer.
Homer's being a total douche here, but annoyingly, he's kinda right. Throughout the show, there happened a few hints that Patty's gay. I mean, she couldn't have been more of a tomboy when she was a kid.
Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see.
Back in season 4, Patty hadn't officially come out yet, but she's basically confirmed her sexuality after witnessing the horrific sight of Homer in his birthday suit.
There goes the last lingering thread of my heterosexuality.
Actually, what the hell am I talking about? That turned me gay. That episode was apparently non-canon, so there was still a little doubt in the air about Patty's sexual orientation, but by season 13, things were 100% confirmed, at least for us viewers.
We're gay. We're glad.
But don't tell Mom and Dad.
So after coming out to her family in season 16, Patty planned on marrying Veronica, but when she turned out to be a he, the whole thing fell apart. Since then, Patty's love life has been pretty much hopeless. That's it for her character changes, but what about Selma? Probably her biggest morph is maternal instincts. Selma used to be quite content living with just Patty and their iguana Jub
thing
Jub.
fell apart. Since then, Patty's love life has been pretty much hopeless. That's it for her character changes, but what about Selma? Probably her biggest morph is maternal instincts. Somebody used to be quite content living with just Patty and their iguana Jub Jub. You make me feel like a natural woman. However, After watching her Aunt Gladys's will in the season 4 episode Selma's Choice to my dear childless nieces Patty and Selma, I leave these words. Don't die lonely like me. Raise a family. Selma became desperate to find a man and have kids. She tried settling down with basically every eligible bachelor in Springfield, even the underage ones. Orange is really your color. They make us wear this. Shall we continue this conversation over dinner? I'm not allowed to date customers, which the underage ones shouldn't have been eligible to begin with. But anyway, nothing worked. But Selma didn't give up on having kids just because she couldn't find a man. In Gugan, she was willing to fly all the way to China and even pretend to be married to Homer just to adopt a child. When do I get my baby? In a few days. Selma adopted a baby girl named Ling, who rarely appears in the show and seems to have been totally forgotten about by the writers. What the hell happened to her? I guess the best case scenario is she ran away to protect her lungs from secondhand smoke. Worst case scenario, she's dead or chained up in an attic like Bart's twin, Hugo. At least with him locked away upstairs, Emma only has to worry about one set of prank calls.
And his nose is a lot less, shall we say, ugly and pig-like. That was rude, but sometimes the truth hurts. Moe's never been irresistible to the ladies. He's managed to get one girlfriend in the episode Flamin' Moe's, but that was only because the new cocktail made him rich.
Now that's what I call a happy hour.
After Homer exposed the secret ingredient of the Flamin' Moe, the tavern returned to being a dirty, pathetic hovel. Moe's girl took off faster than Snake does after robbing the Quickie Mart, and he probably thought he'd be a single Pringle for life. But just like Millhouse, he became better with the chicks as the show went on. I mean, only the most certified player could get a girl to marry him in under 5 seconds.
That was easy.
As of season 36, Moe's hooked up with a total of 12 chicks. Although I'm not sure if this one technically counts.
What are you people doing in my boyfriend Moe's bachelor pad?
That's right, she's into puppets.
On the whole, Moe's original version was just a little less ugly and hate-filled compared to how he is now. Like, this is his unhinged reaction to Bart's prank call in season 1.
Listen to me, you lousy bum. When I get home to you, you're dead. I swear I'm gonna slice your heart in half.
Compare that to his doubly unhinged reaction to a prank call in season 7.
I'm gonna pull out your eyes and shove them down your pants so you can watch me kick the crap out of you, okay?
Then I'm gonna use your tongue to paint my boat.
And this is Moe's triply unhinged reaction to a prank call in season 22.
You into little pieces and make you into a Rubik's Cube, which I will never solve.
Moving on to the grandpa of the Simpson family.
Reaction to Bart's prank call in season 1. Come to me, you lousy. When I hit a home to you, you're dead. I swear I'm going to slice your heart in half. Compare that to his doubly unhinged reaction to a prank call in season 7. I'm going to pull out your eyes and shove them down your pants so you can watch me kick the crap out of you. Okay? Then I'm going to use your tongue to paint my boat. And this is Moe's trippy unhinged reaction to a prank call in season 22. You into little pieces and make you into a Rubik's Cube, which I will never solve. Moving on to the grandpa of the Simpson family. Abe, of course, made his debut on the Tracy Mann Show. We used to sit on our grandpa's lap all evening and listen politely to his entertaining stories. Was your grandpa a liar too? No, but his lap was awful slippery. Portrayed as a boring yet wise old man here. That wasn't very funny though. So, in The Simpsons, he became a senile rambling bag of nonsense. It's only Maggie. So, death, that's only the cat. Oh, being totally out of his mind is a bee's bit. So naturally, it became more exaggerated as the show went on. And I can't complain. Like, this is absolutely hilarious. You're a good eater today, Maggie. Animation-wise, it became rounder, wrinkles smoothed out. His voice became softer, more high-pitched to reflect his descent into childish madness. I want bananas on my waffles. I rest my case. I definitely prefer this voice to the original one. On the Tracy Ullman Show, Abe really
totally get that. Like, imagine how much worse this scene would look if Smithers was black.
Faster, rickshaw driver, faster!
Ow! Sir, the whip isn't helping.
Silence!
Yeah, the Simpsons would have been booted off the air so fracking fast. It wasn't only Smithers' race that changed, guys. His hair went from blue to brown, or is it gray? I am colorblind. Smithers' uniform also morphed quite a bit too. He started out wearing a white lab coat, orange shirt, and red bow tie, then switched things up with a green jacket, white shirt, and purple bow tie. Must say, dude looks very dashing. Gotta make an effort for his one true love, right?
Mr. Burns is gone. And tonight was the night I was gonna show him my tattoo.
Like most characters on this show, Smithers' transformation isn't just limited to physical appearance. A big part of his character development is, of course, his sexuality. This is always subtly coded in earlier seasons.
What do you think, Smithers?
I think women and semen don't mix.
We know what you think.
The end of the girls' floor exercise. Now let's bring on the men. Oh.
By around season 16, Smithers started trying even harder to convince everybody he was straight.
Haha, no, I'm straight. As long as I take these injections every 10 minutes. I love boobies!
In the season 27 episode, The Burns Cage, the writers finally decided to make Smithers admit that he was gay. I just feel sorry for his bank account. Lord knows how much this custom pride parachute must have cost. The near-death experience forced Smithers to confess his love for Mr. Burns, but if a rainbow parachute with his face didn't get the message across, I don't think words ever had much luck.
I'm in love with you.
What do you think, Smithers? I think women and semen don't mix. We knew what you think. The end of the girls' floor exercise. Now, let's bring on the men. Oh. By around season 16, Smithers started trying even harder to convince everybody he was straight. No, I'm straight. As long as I take these injections every 10 minutes. I love boobies. In the season 27 episode, The Burns Cage, the writers finally decided to make Smithers admit that he was gay. I just feel sorry for his bank account. Lord knows how much this custom pride parachute must have cost. The near-death experience forced Smithers to confess his love for Mr. Burns. But if a rainbow parachute with his face didn't get the message across, I don't think words ever had much luck. I'm in love with Don't Take This the Wrong Way, but you mean nothing to me. Someone I give less thought to than a little piece of popcorn stuck in my tooth. Juan became super depressed after getting rejected, and he took his feelings out on everybody in the plant. To stop him from being a total jerk though, Homer helped him get his very first boyfriend. Smithers' relationship with the young sexy bartender didn't last because there's only one queen of his heart, and that's 120-year-old Mr. Burns. Unfortunately for Juan, he's straight and probably lost his libido 45 years ago. Anyway, I guess it's a lonely soul just to marry a computer version of the old bastard instead. Print out a copy. Thanks. Hello, Smithers. You're quite good at turning me on. Well, if you survive that clip without vomiting, we'll move on to little Maggie Simpson. You all know her as the adorable baby of the Simpson family, but there was a time when she wasn't so cute. Sweet dreams. Face only
Name either. Oh no, in season 6, she clearly saved herself from getting bugged by Mr. Burns. Everybody just assumed it was an accident and she didn't mean it, but I'm telling you, that baby's a stone-cold crime lord.
Time to check in on our little sweetie pie.
Maggie just defeated Fat Tony and the Mafia single-handedly, and Lisa has the audacity to think that she's the smartest member of the family.
Maggie Simpson, IQ 167.
My IQ is only 159. Maggie's more intelligent than me?
Overall, Maggie Simpson morphed from an ugly, ordinary baby into a smart, cute baby into a super genius IQ-level baby with an honestly very concerning lust for blood. Good thing Simpsons characters don't age. If Maggie grew up, she'd probably be a more dangerous criminal than Snake. I guess she's more like Bart than good as gold Lisa. Only kidding. All the Simpson kids can be little hellraisers when they want to be.
Hey, don't take that channel! We're watching that show.
Lisa's original appearance might be the freakiest of all, man. Her hair and dress were as sharp as daggers, and she looked like she had some pretty tacky eyelash extensions in. Her physical evolution is basically the same as Maggie. She started out spiky and scary looking, then slowly morphed into the Lisa we're all familiar with.
Babies and ex-junkies are afraid of needles. Stick me, Chuckles.
Lisa's voice became more high-pitched after The Ullman Show and has remained relatively unchanged over these past 36 years. Props to her voice actor. As for character development, on The Ullman Show, Lisa was kind of like the girl version of Bart.
Hey, don't take that channel. We're watching that show. Lisa's original appearance might be the freakiest of all, man. Her hair and dress were as sharp as daggers, and she looked like she had some pretty tacky eyelash extensions in. Her physical evolution is basically the same as Maggie. She started out spiky and scary looking, then slowly morphed into the Lisa we're all familiar with. Babies and ex-junkies are afraid of needles. Stick me, chuckles. Lisa's voice became more high-pitched after the man's show and has remained relatively unchanged over these past 36 years. Props to a voice actor. As for character development on the man's show, Lisa was kind of like the girl version of Bart, i.e. a major brat. Hell, she even acted up at funerals. Children are very, very naughty today. This 8-year-old wasn't exactly the sharpest tool in Homer's tool shed either. What does passed away mean? In The Simpsons, Lisa mellowed out and became more well-behaved. I mean, she kind of had to. Being a bad girl just wouldn't fit her new persona as the smart, misunderstood second grader who loves playing the sax. Lisa Simpson. That was basically all her character was in the early seasons of the show, but she later morphed to become a vessel for social and political issues. It started with her becoming a feminist. In Season 5, she famously declared war on these sexist Malibu Stacy dolls. I can't believe you're just going to stand by as your daughters grow up in a world where this is their role model. Season 7, Lisa became vegetarian. No, I can't. I can't eat any of them. Are you saying you're never going to eat any animal again? This led her to becoming a very passionate environmentalist. Mom, you're mixing polyethylene with polyurethane. Marge. With barns in town, there will always be plenty of stuff for her to protest, like polluted Lake Springfield, for example. Now, pollution in Lake Springfield will be at this level. In Season 13, Lisa officially made the switch from Christianity to Buddhism. Sure, Flanders is still praying for her. I'm a Buddhist. My Satan sense is tingling.
And a short temper.
I'll show you a big dumb balding ape.
Uh-oh, Quickie Boo on the loose.
Just like his little sisters, Bart started out on the Tracy Ullman Show, very spiky and completely hideous.
What is the mind? Is it just a system of impulses?
I mean, dude's hair is basically a yellow comb. Over the 3 seasons of the Ullman Show, he slowly morphed to become rounder and more human-looking. His character's always been a misbehaving brat, though, and in the old days, this was all Bart really was. The animated embodiment of an 80s bad kid. I mean, he was even a jerk to babies.
It's time to grow up, you little runt.
The Simpsons Bart is 100 times more devilish than the Tracy Ullman Bart, and even he wouldn't dream of doing that to his sweet baby sis. While Bart's character started out as nothing but an out-of-control kid, in the 90s, writers started showing a different side to him. A character that's not an evil brat, but a misunderstood kid capable of feeling remorse and lots of emotional range. Remember that episode where he studied all night long and still got an F?
No, you don't understand. I really tried this time, and I still failed.
Poor little guy. Bart ended up passing the test only to remain an F-grade student for the next 34 years, and I thought I did bad in school. So what's the biggest change in Bart's character development? Well, probably his behavior. Don't get me wrong, he's always belonged in a contraception ad, but his behavior never used to be so out of control. On the Tracy Ullman Show, Bart's worst offenses were pretty mediocre. Pulling faces in family photos, snatching away Maggie's pacifier, and sneaking a cookie when Marge's back was turned.
I won't commit the perfect crime. I will.
Normal kid stuff, right? In Season 1 and 2 of The Simpsons, Bart was no longer your average naughty kid. He was a certified menace with obvious behavioral problems. During this era, he pulled plenty of prank phone calls, destroyed school property, and totally ruined Thanksgiving. In Season 3,
long and still got an F. No, you don't understand. I really tried this time and I still failed. Poor little guy. Bart ended up passing the test only to remain an F-grade student for the next 34 years. And I thought I did bad in school. So, what's the biggest change in Bart's character development? Well, probably his behavior. Don't get me wrong, he's always belonged in a contraception ad, but his behavior never used to be so out of control. On the Tracy Ullman Show, Bart's worst offenses were pretty mediocre. Pulling faces in family photos, snatching away Maggie's pacifier, and sneaking a cookie when Marge's bag was turned. Won't commit the perfect crime. I will. Normal kid stuff, right? In Season 1 and 2 of The Simpsons, Bart was no longer your average naughty kid. He was a certified menace with obvious behavioral problems. During this era, he pulled plenty of prank phone calls, destroyed school property, and totally ruined Thanksgiving. In Season 3, Bart's pranks started becoming noticeably more evil and elaborate. In Radio Bart, he convinced the entire town that a little boy was trapped down a well. Then, in Bart the Lover, he just flat-out catfished his teacher to tears. Bart's schemes became steadily more and more diabolical, and his bad behavior would reach its peak during the mid-seasons of the show. In Miracle on Evergreen Terrace, he literally destroyed Christmas and blamed it all on an imaginary burglar instead of owning up. I saw a burglar, and he got all our stuff, including the treat. In The Wandering Juvie, he scammed the town out of free gifts, got thrown in prison for 6 months, then became an escaped convict. Juvenile Hall, the scene of a daring escape by inmates Bart Simpson and Gina Vaneni. In Please Homer, Don't Hammer Him, Bart found out Skinner was deathly allergic to peanuts.
His appearance changed drastically. She's always had that super raspy voice to her, although it was a bit more low-pitched in 1987.
Good night, Lisa. Good night, Mom. Sweet dreams.
The voice morphed to become more high-pitched and upbeat, then remained the same for the majority of The Simpsons. Julie Kavner obviously ain't getting any younger, so Marge's voice became noticeably more gravelly around season 34, simply due to her aging voice actress and doing the voice for 34 seasons.
It's a nasty little monster called the Polkadook. Only special people see it. People like.
That's all of Marge's physical changes, but what about her character development? Well, on the Tracy Ullman Show, she was a 50s-style housewife who only existed to nag stupid Homer and scold misbehaving Bart. However, in The Simpsons, her character was given more depth and plenty of storylines beyond family life. Remember when she got that job at the power plant?
Well, have fun.
Marge also became a cop in the Springfield Connection.
They didn't have my size shirt, but you get the idea.
She's dabbled in social activism as well. Remember that time that she led a protest against the violence in kids' cartoons?
Ask all the parents in Springfield who are concerned about this to write in and let the cartoon makers know how you feel. Thank you.
And how has Marge morphed as a parent throughout the show? She's never been super strict, but her early version scolded Bart far more harshly and frequently.
I hope you're happy, Bart. You ruined Thanksgiving.
As the show continued, Marge became a lot more passive with her children, letting them get away with basically everything, and you can't really blame a kid for misbehaving if this is their mom's idea of a punishment.
Mister, it's just chocolate chip pancakes and syrup for you.
Back in the day, Marge would have banned Bart from Camp Krusty. And let's not forget that episode where she literally agreed to have him deported to France.
Deportation.
Deportation? You mean kick Bart out of the country?
Hear him out, Marge.
Hey, I get it. Bart can be a real handful, and he's just the start of Marge's problems. How has her relationship with that big, dope husband of hers morphed over the decades?
Remember that time that she led a protest against the violence in kids' cartoons? Ask all the parents in Springfield who are concerned about this to write in and let the cartoon makers know how you feel. Thank you. And how has Marge morphed as a parent throughout the show? She's never been super strict, but her early version scolded Bart far more harshly and frequently. I hope you're happy, Bart. You ruined Thanksgiving. As the show continued, Marge became a lot more passive with her children, letting them get away with basically everything. And you can't really blame a kid for misbehaving if this is their mom's idea of a punishment. Mister, it's just chocolate chip pancakes and syrup for you. Back in the day, Marge would have banned Bart from Camp Krusty. And let's not forget that episode where she literally agreed to have him deported to France. Deportation? Deportation? You mean kick Bart out of the country? Hear him out, Mark. Hey, I get it. Bart can be a real handful, and he's just the start of Marge's problems. How has her relationship with that big dope husband of hers morphed over the decades? Like most couples, Homie and Marge have had the odd argument here and there. In the early seasons, her conflict with them resembled nothing more than a minor disagreement. No matter how stupid a decision Homer had made. Good. Fine. I'll never ever do another stupid thing. Good night. Marge became less and less tolerant of Homer's stupidity as time went by. And naturally, that made their arguments a lot more heated and downright hilarious. From what I hear, you waltz in there at 10:30. Take a nap on the toilet.
Leapt?
Homer looks almost unrecognizable to the version we know of him today, and that's after he's already started morphing. This is his original appearance.
Relax. What is mine?
What the frick is that? Seriously, it's so weird seeing Homer like this. Almost terrifying, actually. I think that laugh is going to give us all nightmares tonight. At least me. The original Homer is so thin, his clothes are literally hanging off him. He's got a weird-shaped head, smaller eyes, colossal overbite, and his voice. Man, his voice. It's so deep and gruff, and he actually held on to that for the first couple of seasons of The Simpsons.
How could anyone make a word out of these lousy letters?
As the show continued, Homer morphed from dim to dumber to certified nincompoop. His stupidity carries like 90% of the show's comedy, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Like, at first it was more relatable, the kind that reflected the average dad's failings rather than that cartoonish idiocy. Remember when he made Lisa's costume for the geography pageant?
I'm not
Later, it became absolutely unhinged. I mean, Homer became so frackin' stupid, even his own kids started calling him mentally challenged.
I spent a lot of time working with this mentally challenged guy. Why, here he is now. Looking good, Homer.
Oi.
Homer's voice here is more high-pitched and childlike.
Original Homer is so thin, his clothes are literally hanging off him. He's got a weird-shaped head, smaller eyes, colossal overbite, and his voice. Man, his voice. It's so deep and gruff. And he actually held on to that for the first couple of seasons of The Simpsons. How could anyone make a word out of these lousy letters? As the show continued, Homer morphed from dim to dumber to certified nincompoop. His stupidity carries like 90% of the show's comedy. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Like, at first, it was more relatable. The kind that reflected the average dad's failings rather than that cartoonish idiocy. Remember when he made Lisa's costume for the geography pageant? I'm not a state. I'm a monster. Leonard became absolutely unhinged. I mean, Homer became so freaking stupid, even his own kids started calling him mentally challenged. I spent a lot of time working with this mentally challenged guy. Like, here he is now. Looking good, Homer. Homer's voice here is more high-pitched and childlike. It's that dopier tone we've all come to love. You probably think Homer's voice changed to reflect him devolving into a full-blown man-child. But in reality, his voice actor, Dan Castellaneta, just found the deeper original voice too hard to sustain. Fun fact, Homer's initial voice was actually a loose impression of the actor, Walter Matthau. I have a fried shrimp sandwich and a chocolate frap.
It's so
Oh, yeah.
sweaty, I'm starting to slip off.
A-hole just forced his wife to carry him up a frackin' mountain. Speaking of Homer being unathletic, how has his relationship with junk food evolved over the seasons? His original version was basically a skinny legend. The fat, only moderately gluttonous Homer existed from the later seasons of The Tracy Ullman Show up until season 1 of The Simpsons. Like, it's hard to believe these words once came out of the Homer Simpson's mouth.
So tonight, we're not going to shovel food in our mouths while we stare at the TV.
Homer was always gluttonous, but he at least had his limits back in season 1. He wasn't totally ruled by food, and certainly wouldn't have eaten a forbidden donut in exchange for his frackin' soul like he did in season 5.
Forbidden donut.
Overall, Homer Simpson is morphed from a thin, uncanny-looking, rough-edged figure to a pudgy, lazy, beer-chugging oaf with big, bulging eyes. We've seen his parenting go from bad to worse to better, we've witnessed his intelligence go from 8th grade to kindergarten to rock, and we've watched his appetite grow from normal to greedy to absolutely monstrous. Homer is undeniably the most morphed character in The Simpsons. But which version of him do you guys prefer? Let me know down in the comments below and click the screen to see more videos like this one. Thank you for watching, as always.